we go out to the phone lines and visit with a two-time national champion here in Baton Rouge, once in 2007 with a helmet on, once in 2009 with a glove on. Chad Jones is our guest. Chad, thanks so much for the time. How are you?
I'm doing just fine, man. I'm glad to be on. Appreciate it.
We are thrilled to have you. We just had Paul Maneri on, and your story from that year on the baseball diamond is so funny. You were the designated hitter on opening night, and then by the time you
Yep,
got to Omaha, you're a left-handed slider specialist coming out there striking out a bunch of Texas Longhorns. Walk us through that
exactly.
year of your baseball career.
Man, it was a different year and a year that like to stick with me forever. So that was the same year we had defensive coordinator changes. When it came to football, because I was on football scholarship. So I was out there in the outfield, DHing or either starting in the outfield, and slowly we had John Shavers came in. So Les Miles called me in, had to pull me from baseball because I had to learn a new defense. I was going to be a starting safety next coming up year. So a couple months passed by. I'm back at baseball. Mikey Matuk. Mikey Matuk fulfilled my role, and he was doing just fine, if not better. So Coach Maneri was like, Chad, we're going to have to, it wouldn't be fair to just throw you back out there. Mikey's doing great for us. So I'm back on the bench, DH and in and out. And Les Miles hears word that I'm not performing every game. So he wants to pull me from baseball to go back to learn some more of this new defense. And that, was not what I truly wanted to do. It's not what I signed up for. I wanted to play football and baseball at LSU. So Coach Maneri was fighting for me to find me in roles or whatnot. And it was an unfortunate situation. But Mikey Matulis, he actually went down with, he was our middle reliever, left-handed middle reliever. He went down with Tommy John surgery. So we were looking for a pitcher. And I came out of nowhere. I was like, hey, Coach, I pitched in high school. I can try to fulfill this role. This is going into SEC play, just starting. So I'm in the bullpen probably on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, throwing the ball. And Coach Drury was our pitching coach in the bullpen, and I'm guessing I'm throwing, 93, 94 miles per hour. First time to ever see me. And I'm dotting up pitches left and right. He calls Coach Maneri to the bullpen and was like, and everybody stopped practicing. Everybody stopped the whole practice. Everybody watched me in the bullpen throwing. So he gets a batter in there. I'm still throwing strikes, puts me on the mound, throwing to certain batters. And like I said, got a couple strikeouts, a couple ground balls. And, next thing you know is it's Sunday. It's a Sunday game playing against Auburn. It's the seventh inning, and we got two outs, and the left-hander's up the bat, and Coach Maneri calls me out of nowhere to come pitch to this left-handed batter. And I actually struck this guy out, and I think that was the birth of the beginning of me being a pitcher instead of a hitter or outfielder at LSU.
So I got to ask you, Chad, I know how hard it is just to be a student athlete just playing football. How in the world did you balance, going back and forth from football to baseball and still finding a way to get your schoolwork in and all those study hall sessions that we had to do?
Yeah, I'm talking about 7 a.m., 7 a.m. study halls, starting my day. So I'm waking up at 5:30, 6 o'clock. Sometimes I have two practices, so like I said, it was definitely rigorous, but like I said, just a great academic program. And they gave me the leeway and the time to get the books in order as well. So hats off to LSU for sure.
We want to talk a little bit about football here towards the end, but I want to stick on baseball because of where we are in the calendar and LSU starting the NCAA tournament coming up here on Friday. But tell us about 2 weeks in Omaha and winning a national championship. What's that experience like for a player to be up there that long?
Man, that's literally the highlight of my college career. Being out there in Omaha and just being able to pitch on that major level, because it's totally different with being the guy on the football team with the helmet on, but being on that mound without that helmet off, and being able to control the game. Nothing starts until you move, and like I said, it's just a total different experience that I haven't felt before. And like I said, I loved it, and it just got the best out of me as an athlete. But that Omaha, Nebraska experience, like I said, it's the peak of college baseball, and like I said, I haven't experienced anything like that when it came to football or any other level of sports. throughout my career.
I got to think in Tuscaloosa, 2007, they send you on that blitz, and you knock the ball free from Brody Crowell. LSU recovers at the 1 yard line, end up winning that game. I got to think that was close to as high a level as pitching in Omaha, huh?
Oh my goodness! Well, for a drilling standpoint, for one spot, so it was so crazy early in that game. Like there was a play that I actually gave up a touchdown. It was a play that I normally should be able to win or dominate that time every single time it comes. So Bo Pelini pulls it to the side after he scores on me. It was like, Chad, you're better than that. Wipe your head. We're gonna need you on the back end of this game. So coming up in this fourth quarter, I'm on the sideline, but I'm hyper excited, ready to play. Coach calls my package in, so I'm running on the field, and it's a blitz. And before I run out there, I hear Bo Pelini screaming my name. And I turn around before I get halfway on the field. He says, Chad, make a bleeping play. So that was that exact play, and called my number, got that blitz through there, and sack calls, fumble, got us to get ahead and get Hester in the end zone for the win.
So every morning we got to show OTB. They do a segment in it's called Would You Rather. So I'll ask you a question. Would you rather this? So, all right, 1 minute left in a football game, make a game-winning interception, or you're coming in top of the ninth inning, striking out the side to win the game. Which one you rather do?
Oh my goodness, two totally different feelings. But and if it's in the championship game, I might have to go with baseball all the way. But if we playing SEC night game in home, night game in Tiger Stadium, backed up in our home, and I make an interception on the goal line for us to win the game, hey, I don't know if there's going to be a better feeling than that one.
Look, you had plenty of speed, plenty of playmaking ability. We know all that. But by the end of that punt return against Mississippi State, you weren't moving all that quick. Are those legs feeling a little heavy running around in the slot, running that punt back?
Man, like I said, we just came off a long defensive drive, and I caught that punt. Well, I think I might have been on the 7 or the 3, if not, on something like that. And, just running after Patrick Peterson, it just describes how insanely fast and how incredible an athlete he is. He's halfway turned around to me, waving me in, and I'm trying to pump to catch up with him. So he's damn near running backwards, all right? And I'm trying to get there the whole way. So when I get to the end zone, he jumps on my back, hamstrings give out. I just had to stretch out and lay on down for a second.
So I've witnessed you have one of the most devastating hits I've ever seen. The first one was when you were in high school on the sideline. I'm sure you remember that one. And then the second one would be that Arkansas game at home at LSU. Which one do you think was more devastating out of those two big hits that you had?
Oh man, I think the one in high school, I might have changed the career path for that one in high school. I don't think anybody was ready for my size or style of play, on the high school level. But I'm on to show Joe Adams definitely has a little ring in his ear every so often from that Arkansas hit as well. But yeah, both of them were intensely amazing hits, clean hits in my say, of course. But got flags thrown everywhere on both of them. So yeah, great time, man.
It happens. Chad Jones, our guest here on Hunt and Hill. Chad, tell everybody what you're doing now. What are you up to these days?
Man, I'm actually doing just fine, man. I hopped into this big Airbnb boom down here in New Orleans, so I got a couple properties out here, and I'm actually stretched it out to Houston. So I'm running my own short-term rental business nowadays, man. I'm trying to get into flipping some of these properties out here. So real estate game is where I'm at.
That's awesome. Hey, we really appreciate some time going down memory lane. Let's do it again sometime.
Heck yeah, man. I appreciate you guys being reaching out to me to get me on here. Don't take so long next time.
You bet.
You, Chad.
We'll be calling you. Thanks so much, Chad. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much for watching Hunt and Hill on YouTube.
Now do us a favor. Hit the red subscribe button below and throw us a like. See you next time.